Hi everyone, here's a little garden update for June 8th. Just picked the last of the cauliflower, picked a few more onions to be able to use that space to plant some cantaloupe and honeydew melon. And over here we still have all the red beets and carrots. Some of the hot peppers are starting to grow. Those are called Anaheim chili red hot peppers. And then over here is a poblano pepper starting to grow. And then all along the fence here are the beans. And by the way, they'll get to be about 10 feet tall. You can see this one's already getting about 8 feet tall. The actual garden was started by our wonderful priest from Haiti, Father Nicholas, about 4 or 5 years ago. When he got transferred a couple years ago, I did not want to see the garden go to waste, so I decided to take it over. I hadn't done a garden in over 40 years. My dad and I used to do the garden up in Philadelphia, city of brotherly shove. And here's the peppers and tomatoes, peas along the back. See the raspberries and blackberries are starting to grow. And this is a neat view of what the rhubarb looks like as it's growing. And just a couple tips on how I like to do my tomatoes. I always like to water them from the bottom, make a little bowl and just fill up the bowl with water. I always cut off the bottom couple branches as well, makes it easier to weed and also gets the nutrition to go up into the plant. And then, as you know, you want to pull off these little pinchers or suckers that are in between the arms of the tomato plant. And then also just make sure the plant stays inside the cage. So anyway, there's tomatoes all along this side. And then this is the squash. And this one here is yellow squash, which is beginning to develop. So I just planted these cantaloupe and honeydew melon today. And then hopefully I'll pick this cabbage in the next couple days, maybe about a week or so. And then I found these old railings behind our shed. So I'm using it as a trellis for the yellow squash and the acorn squash and the spaghetti squash. We'll see how that goes. That'll be an interesting thing. It's been an interesting couple months, having a little bit more time in the garden than the previous year. I don't know why, but ever since March, it seems to be a little bit more possible. And so that's the tour for today, and God bless you all.